This could be match of the season. Welcome to the Ascent Tournament Series mainstream, everybody. I'm Spotty FC, and you're here for, again, an amazing matchup for the House Wyffindor Pinnacle Cup. And as I said already, and as you probably have already seen, this could be the match of the season, the biggest of the entire season. Last season, it was Underx Knights and Midwest Mafia, the top two teams that showed up, and then re-showed up in the grand finals. This season, Underx Knight returns. It's a slightly different roster, but now they take on some of the new top dogs in Pandamonium Bloodbenders. So a big match here. And last season, in the regular season, it was Underx Knight with Perry on that roster who was able to get that win in a 3-0 sweep over Midwest Mafia. It's going to be a very interesting day, to say at the very least, because again, last season, that was the match of the season, and it quite deservedly lived up to its name. Again, a 3-1 win for Knight last season. This season, it's a little different now. Everybody's showing up. It's a little Python. As everybody's showing up here. 3-0 for both these rosters. But again, Pandamonium, a new team on the block here. Rocky, Golem, and Vibin have been tearing up the competition so far. I mean, a team that came into this one pretty highly seeded, but really didn't know much about this roster. They're new, a new org, some new competitors. But again, they have torn up the competition, sweeping both Midwest Mafia and 10X, and then taking on Egoists in a Game 5. Underx Knights, their wins come against Midwest Mafia, old arch nemesis, then against Egoists, and most recently, their last win against NIRV. Knights, a much tougher season so far. Midwest Mafia sent this team to Game 5, but they're here as well. 3-0 for both these teams, so the question really comes down to who's going to be that top team out of this, at the end of the day. Who's going to be leading this group? Is it going to be the team that's been here before, or is it going to be the newcomers in Pandamonium? That's the real question. That's what people, I think, are asking now. Who's going to lead? Who's going to be the team to beat at the end of the season? You want to be there. Last season, again, it was Underx Knights, Midwest Mafia, both leading. Last season was also a two-group season in a slightly different division. This one, it's one group. There's less teams, meaning every match really does matter. So, it'd be huge. Just get wins when you need them. I'm really excited to see how things will go here as Underx Knights and Pandamonium Bloodbenders do show up. Again, the old guard, the second best team from last season, and the newcomers in Pandamonium who have torn up the league so far. Who takes it? The match of the season is here. Underx Knight on the blue, Pandamonium on the orange. And it's a best of 5, a big show-up night. This could be match of the season once again. Everybody will be paying attention to this one. Knight on the blue, part of 135 Esports, looking to reclaim what they could not do last season. Pandamonium Bloodbenders on the orange. Again, the new top dog I think many can consider, as already Knight trying to get themselves on offense. Navi really putting that one in. Perry on the dunk on Vibin. Rocky clears it away. Up goes Vibin as well. Pressure starting to mount for both these rosters. It's one best of 5 here in the regular season. For both these teams, this could very likely be a precursor to what we see in the grand finals later, considering how both these teams have been doing so far. For both these teams, they've already had their tough challenges. Kind of part of the, I think, trio of teams that have been leading so far along as well. Again, these guys have been, although they might be part of the teams that are leading, there's no doubt how good these two teams are. How much this match may change depending on who plays well today, as here goes Rocky! Double tap! Couldn't put it in! Follow up from Vibin. Flip reset! Saved away. Perry gets in the way as Golem, backwall, Jared sends it out. Underx Knight facing that pressure early. They'll get that ball away as Vibin. That offense going as the sidewall. Perry able to get that ball away. Here goes Rocky, high point touch. Jared's got to get to this one. Knight still trying to focus on the play, but a lot more defense than what they're used to. And if there's anything that this Knight team is known for, it is a high level of aggression, a high level of pressure. But in many ways, a weaker midfield than that Pandamonium generally do well in is hold that midfield possession. The reason why they were able to not just beat Midwest Mafia, but sweep them earlier in the season. Saying that Midwest Mafia likes to play that exact same way as well, based on that midfield, playing a midfield offensive possession. Pandamonium have done that, but better. So again, that Midwest Mafia are our current reigning champions. Being able to sweep them like this season should be something notable. Rocky will clear this one away. Golem. Jared stays back on this one. Round one as Rocky waiting. He's got to be a bit more careful though, as he'll get that touch. Zavi will find parry, but dunked by Golem, and it's Pandamonium the other way. Golem trying to get the bump on Jared. The dunk from Rocky. That's gone wide. Golem's on the follow-up, and it's goal one for Pandamonium. Rocky fights forward, and all they needed was one big chance. He'll get it. Goal one for Pandamonium. Parry off the back wall. The setup, Jared. Vibin to the ceiling. Parry still waiting, but unable to get that touch as Zavi keeps this one going. Onyx Knight trying to keep that pressure up as here goes Jared again. Parry waiting back patiently. The only returning player from last season on this Onyx Knight roster. We're going to really keep this team's hopes alive. It was a narrow loss in Game 6 against Midwest Mafia in the Grand Finals. Again, if there's anyone here who wants to go back at that Grand Finals again, it would be Perry. Oh, but that's a bad touch. It's straight to Rocky. Pandamonium take a second. And is Perry, the aforementioned Perry, who makes the mistouch off the corner as a gimme goal for Rocky. Pandamonium now up by 2. That midfield possession starting to work through those cracks in the Onyx Knight defense. But again, for a Onyx Knight team that has had their issues but has always been pretty solid so far. Pandamonium's going to be the ultimate test this season. I think what's more interesting about this one is not just the fact that these teams are leading, but the seeding that they have coming into this one. Pandamonium with the 3rd seed coming into this event. Out of, again, 8 teams total that signed up. Onyx Knight the 4th. Again, it shows just how little seeding actually matters when it comes down to just being that top-tier team. If you play well, seeding will not have a difference. And both these teams definitely epitomizing that with the way that they're playing offense here is off the back wall. Savi saved in front by Vibin. Rocky will be there, slowing this play down, forcing Knight to wait a little bit more and giving Pandamonium even more time to get that ball away. Zavi brings that challenge, but it's straight to Rocky as he'll push his way through. Perry stopped by Golem. Vibin, low boost, getting chased on the back wall by Perry. Zavi, Jared now in the right position, but Vibin clears it away. Pandamonium will stick to offense. Has less than 30 seconds to go. A 2-goal lead still held, but they won't hold it very easily. Zavi with 18 to go. Off the assist from Periscope, and Onyx Knight are far from down. "18 seconds. Knights, can they find something miraculous? Golem whiffs it. Vibin committing just to get that ball away. Still an infield chance. Perry not there in time. Well, Zavi will challenge. Knight will keep trying. They gotta keep this ball up. A good first touch from Jared. Perry. Jared again. Vibin. Weak touch straight to Perry. Zavi already going forth. Rocky can't get it out. Perry, this one, it's in! On the clutches of defeat, Onyx Knights find the goal with no time remaining. Overtime in Game 1. Knights battling back inside the final 18 seconds. Now they look to take the win. Jared off the kickoff, getting the offense started for Onyx 35 Esports. Rocky now. This one going. Left in the midfield. Rocky still has boost to follow. Collides with one to the back wall. Zavi will be there to collect. Onyx Knights need a little bit more to work with. Pandamonium Still feels like they're in that shock stage right now. They can't believe it. They gotta play in overtime right now after holding the lead for most of this game. And now they'll be losing it. Xavi with the final touch. And 100x Knight coming in clutch in OT. Xavi finishes them off with that touch. Rocky was not there in time. Knight take game 1. Season 4 runners-up. Find the goals when they need them. That one kept close, kept intense. I mean, you couldn't have asked for anything better, it felt like. That was the epitome of what it means to be the match of the season. Considering we still have a lot more of this series to go through. We're far from over. We're far from done. That was only the very first game. Boy, if this is what game 1 is going to be like, we're in for a real treat. What a comeback from Knight. And the very final seconds. Getting it done at 0 seconds. Those are the kind of goals that teams only dream of. That players can only dream of. But 100x Knight, they're not dreaming. This is reality. Now, this is the advancement into game 2. 100x 35 esports. Whatever you may call them. They're in now. They're ready for game 2. A 1-0 series lead. And we're off again. 5 more minutes in the clock. And if game 1 has what is showing us what's in store, we are a long way away from determining a winner tonight. Xavi, first one free. All it took was 11 seconds. And Knight putting themselves on the board early. After almost 4 3/4 minutes last game to score. And this one they were able to go a little bit faster inside 15. Jared though, another goal, the reset! Oh, he's put it in! What a shot for Jared! And Knight off the momentums of game 1. Finding even more ways to be successful. Jared on a kickoff. And another goal, Knight up by 2 now. If this is, again, any indication, Knight looking to go on that momentous tear that this team's so good at when they have possession, when they have momentum. Boy, they are even scarier than before. This is the Knight no one dreams to play against, that's for sure. As Rocky, parry on the block. Still falling through his parry. He'll clear this one out, but taken away by Golem. As Jared, Rocky has this one. Xavi will be waiting for it. Knight on offense still. Parry off the sidewall. Jared getting it away from danger. You know, Pandamonium has their chances, and they're not taking any themselves. Xavi scores again. 2 goals for Xavi. 100x Knight in 62 seconds have scored 3 goals unanswered. Considering last game's scoring, it is now 6 goals straight between games 1 and 2 for Knight, where Pandamonium have not answered back. Team that is so good at holding possession, that explosiveness from 100x Knight really does catch you off guard, even when you're ready for it. It's better than I think teams expect it to be. One of the reasons why this 100x Knight offense can carry on its own, although they have just home gold. Vibin will be given credit, as Knight failed to get that one away from their net, so an overcommit in the midfield, and as Perry and Jared both in the exact same spot. Only a cause for concern now for Knight. Now the comeback that they made in game 1, we may see something similar here in game 2 if Knight don't play carefully. Oh, but here goes Perry. He's found Jared. Bit too fast though. Jared couldn't get around it. And Pandemonium will look to get this clear, but unable to do just that. Vibin on no boost. We'll clear this one away. Zavi doesn't get a handle on this. Vibin chasing down Perry. Oh, what a great play there. Perry on the break check. Keep possession in his favor. Now on the beat in Vibin. Perry still challenging Pandamonium. Facing that pressure that Hunter's Knight is giving. Again, the one thing they can rely on is that Hunter's Knight, again, are not a very good team in the midfield. Team struggles to win those 50-50s, and you gotta really utilize that to keep possession. Pandemonium, they did so in game 1. Can they find it again in game 2? Golem. Rocky chasing through. Jared's gotta be careful there. That's off the post. Perry on the pre-jump will send this away. Pandemonium looking for some safety now. There's no safety when you're playing against Knight. This team can score goals at any point they want. Infield pass. Golem! One away. Pandemonium. Not done. Not out. Two minutes to go. Pandemonium Bloodbenders. One away from quite the comeback here from 3 goals down. They gotta go one more. Oh, what a block from Rocky. Had to use all his boost just to keep that one away. Pandemonium fighting tooth and nail for every opportunity they can get. As Rocky, oh, an overcommit for Perry. Pandemonium can take over. Rocky back. He'll find Golem, but no one to make contact. The next night will go upfield. Jared. Gonna keep possession now as Zavi pushes up. Pandemonium cleared away. Perry on the whiff. Jared's gotta keep control. The only one back. He's whiffed it! It's a goal for Vibin! And a collapse for the Hunter Knight defense. Jared fell apart there. He just never had control. Vibin sniffed out the error and takes this. We're all tied up. 3 goals in 62 seconds. What are 3 goals now? With 98 to go. Pandemonium Bloodbenders on the up and coming. Baki. Vibin. Golem already up. Jared can't challenge. Next Knight waiting. That defense has not been good for them so far. Zavi, Jared, Perry, trying to find some momentum. Zavi, any good news off the back wall? Rocky's there waiting for it. Golem, beat by Jared, waiting midfield, looking for the bump. Perry stopped by Vibin. Zavi now, first touch. Golem to keep it away. Jared, flip reset. He's got it! Can you believe it? Jared with his second, and this one, elite play inside the final minute. And Knight continue to soar. One goal up now. Have all the demons left on the next Knight. Oh, 40 seconds to determine that. Zavi. Inch back. Jared on the long clear. Zavi there to challenge. He'll keep himself on offense. Trying to keep it on next Knight occupied up there. Vibin. Golem has to chase this one, but won't be able to get an easy touch on Perry. Just gonna force it around Jared. Zavi to this one. And both Pandemonium players up. It is Jared. Unable to score. Perry will shoot. Jared unable to get the second touch. Has now cleared back, away from the backfield. Rocky leaving it. Golem to jump, but Perry clears it away. Vibin couldn't get there. 100x Knight take game 2. A 1-goal difference. A rough and tumble battle for sure. But it's one final strike from Jared that will seal game 2. One game away now, Knights, from sweeping what might be their toughest match of the season so far. Who very likely could be meeting them in the grand finals. It is game 3. 100x Knight, Pandamonium Bloodbenders are find their stride. Well, it's game 3 now. 100x Knight are on match point. This is DFH Stadium. Knight, their first chance at taking down Pandamonium. Team, the player who's been here before, who knows what it's like to have these tough matches. Harry has been a vital asset so far in the defense. Usually been the last one back. He's let Jared and Zabi have their fun on offense. But that's the kind of playstyle that you need to see from a player like Perry. Definitely shown that playstyle so far. As a whiff! Zabi! Another early start for Knight. And again inside the first 30 seconds. This time off a huge whiff from Golem. Zabi will take it. Knight will be under no complaints. From what we've seen so far, Knight looked to be in true form. Another goal off the kickoff. This time it's Jared Zabi paving the way. Again, explosive for X Knight. This has been the kind of kick that this team is known for. They're in high gear. They're accelerating. Pandemonium are being left in the dust. But I think one of the big errors here for Knight, and it's not really an error, there's still 4 minutes left. They can't get overconfident. If anything like last game has to happen again, who knows, maybe Pandemonium could make the comeback happen. As Jared's gotta be careful! Gets that block on Vibin. One-on-one, that's where Pandemonium really want to be successful. Missed shot. A poor taken opportunity. And Knight's already back in possession. Pandemonium unable to keep up. Zabi. Long touch, stopped by Rocky. Zabi goes again, that was wide open for him. A chance to take a third goal. Really make things even tougher for Pandemonium. Now another play in field. Rocky hits it wide. Jared will keep it away from Golem. And 135 Esports just continuing to play under all this control. Flipped in the midfield. Perry. Golem. Jared. Oh, he's getting bumped off. Rocky's shot. Not really much of one. As Perry will leave this one, but Zabi unable to get there in time. Rocky keeping possession. Jared will keep this one away. Knight clears again. Looking for that quick break on offense, but it just doesn't happen right now. Pandemonium keep offense. Now, the amount of plays they're getting, surely one goes through eventually. Golem. Perry. Able to get a second touch. Will leave this for Jared. Knight. Hold down that possession. Zabi. Stopped by Golem. Now he goes across. Perry. Golem on the pinch way. Zabi stays clear. Vibin on the back pass. Rocky. Off the back wall will be a back pass for Perry. Knight still in possession. And with a 2-goal lead, Pandemonium being put under immense pressure now. But it's 3v1. Rocky to Vibin. Stopped by Jared. And again, it's that final shot that needs more. Pandemonium failing when they need it most. And accuracy, it's not been bad, but it's not been good enough to beat Knight. Again, you can't be playing just good against this team. You gotta be phenomenal if you're gonna beat Knight tonight. As Perry goes again, looking for another Vibin save. Cleared away by Golem, but Zabi already in there. Zabi with free space. Rocky won't get there. Vibin will. Now it's Perry's chance. To the back wall. Jared. Golem won't reach it. And a third for Knight. Perry once again setting things up. He's not been too aggressive on the offensive side. He's just been facilitating. A true enabler by every sense. And Knight, Zabi and Jared gotta be thanking Perry. He has been their midfield backbone right now. Player who's not scored. I don't think he's actually scored yet this whole series. It's rare that I ever speak so highly of a player who doesn't score that many goals. Again, he has been the player to allow Knight to play the way they are tonight. They're just keeping offense as Rocky will clear it back. Pandamonium now need 3 goals in the span of a minute. A Herculean effort here in game number 3. Zavi to the sidewall, pinched back by Vibin. Rocky now wins the challenge. That net looking a bit vulnerable here. Rocky to the back wall. Vibin unable to challenge that play. Kept up by Zavi. As Golem unable to get the touch. Jared now in the quick break. Flip reset. Kept up by Rocky. As the chaos of night continues to envelop Pandemonium. Both teams undefeated, but that's looking likely to change here after these next 30 seconds. Knight in possession still. Rocky unable to clear. Zavi keeps it in. Golem, Perry. Vibin can't get the touch. Pandemonium running out of time. Golem and Rocky both run into each other. Zavi taking 4. Oh, it's hit the post. Pandemonium looking for any way out, but there's just nothing. 100x Knight defenders on every single side of the field. Golem to Vibin. Time ticking away, and it will run out. 100x Knight, a 3-0 sweep on week 4. They take down the previously undefeated Pandemonium. And for a team that got 2nd place last season, for a player who's been through all that heartache, Perry, what a match tonight. He has had an incredible performance. And again, rarely I say that for a player who I don't think has scored at all this whole series. Felt like there was true emotion there. He knew. He's been here before. He knows what it's like to get to the finals and to lose just barely. And next night, 3 games, and they take down Pandemonium, and it all started with a 0-second goal in game 1. What a night. What a performance. Again, what an incredible series it has to be for them. The next night, taking that win. 3 games, a sweep, and still undefeated. We'll get into a little interview with them. I think they want one here. There we go. We get everybody in here for next night. What a performance this evening. As 1 second. I'm going to make sure we move everybody into the correct channel here. Welcome in Perry, Jared, and Zavi. A 3-0 sweep over Pandemonium. This was shaping up to be the match of the season. And boy, did you guys play like it. Perry, a 3-0 sweep over Pandemonium. And being a player who's been here last season, to be in this moment, to be at that match of the season again. Talk to me what it feels like now. A 3-0 sweep, a confidence win. You guys stay undefeated.
Honestly, we were kind of expecting this. When I saw the result of these guys beating Egoist, we were kind of surprised because we feel like Egoist is like low-key the 2nd best team besides us. So I mean, we were kind of expecting this. So yeah, I'm not really surprised, but yeah, serious.
Hey, even then, you talk about how scary some of these teams are, but again, a 3-0 sweep. That's a huge victory for this team, a huge, confidence booster. Talk to me about game 1. Zavi, at the end of game 1, in those final 18 seconds, talk to me about the emotions of night. That's where it all started. You guys took a really long time to get those wheels spinning at the very end of game 1. 18 seconds to go, and then 0 seconds to go. They tied the game up. Talk to me about that. That must have been huge.
Yeah, so it was really just confidence, I think, because in that moment, Jared had called that, he was like, I got it. And I was like, I mean, I'm right there. I have the opportunity for the shot, so I didn't hesitate. I just went for it.
And you took that game in overtime, and you just continue through. It felt like this team is getting better and better every single season. Jared, you've been here for multiple weeks. You guys have been through these troubles, and your season's still a long way to go. But from here on out, your matches are definitely starting to get a little bit easier, at least on paper. But again, talk to me about all the weeks you guys have had. It's been a tough season, a much tougher league for you here as well. To know that this team, got 2nd place last season, although I guess not really, considering it's a completely different roster. but to come into the season, seal this top competition, and to take down everybody to be that top team. What do you think it's like now to really now be the undeniably top team here, the team that everybody's looking to beat? How do you feel about that kind of pressure on you guys coming into these next couple weeks? Because now everybody is looking to prepare to beat you.
I mean, honestly, I don't feel like we like came into this like the league that we were like the best team. Like, no offense, but like we're an RLCS team, so we have a lot of experience and chemistry with each other. So it just comes in it. We just gotta play our game and we just win.
Yeah, and that's the crazy part about you guys in your incredible run. Last season, when Knight was able to go and get those wins and lead the group, they were the #1 seed. You guys this season are the #4 seed, and you're doing this. You're in the very middle of all the teams here, and yet you've taken wins over East, over Midwest Mafia, the team that beat you guys last season, over now Pandamonium GG. Perry, you were here last season. I know this season your guys and your goal at least is to win the whole thing. Talk to me about the goal here. Talk to me about winning the whole thing. Talk to me about that kind of being the ultimate goal for Knight and how that motivates this team to continue to push through every single week.
I mean, yeah, I kind of just wanted to come back in here, try and win it all. Because last season, I feel like we should have won it all. We kind of came short in grand finals. We kind of just underperformed. But this season, like, I think there's better teams this season. But I think with our current roster, I feel like it's honestly easier than last season, even though there's better competition. But yeah, I'm just pretty confident with this roster.
Yeah, there you go. The confidence here for next night. A 3-0 sweep over Pandemonium Bloodbenders. This match was shaping up to be the match of the season. I mentioned it multiple times on stream. This was match of the season material. But you make it quick. You really show up here. This is going to be something that people will be talking about for a while now, because you are now the only team left in the House Wyffindor Pinnacle Cup that is undefeated. So congratulations on that. Your record is now 4-0. You've got 3 weeks left, but for you guys now, it's all about being able to defend your top podium position. Congratulations on your win here. A field sweep as well. Before you guys leave, let's get some shout-outs here. So we are going to go and get all of you to one in a row to just shout-outs to get some final messages in. Let's start with Jared. You have any shout-outs, any final statements, anything out there you want to say?
Shout out to my teammates, to the goats.
Oh, that's quick and simple. Love that one. As now we go to Zavi. Do you have anything that you want to add to that, Zavi? As well, any shoutouts? Anything you want to say?
I just want to shout out again my teammates. I want to shout out my OG coach Kev Pert, who is formed me into the player I am today and helping me develop with my team too. So, yep, that's on my final words.
And we'll now end things off with Perry. Do you have anything that you want to say to kind of round things out tonight?
Yeah, shout out to my teammates again, obviously, and shout out to Zavi. He basically passed down the Kev Pert coaching down to me. It's kind of like a triangle. He passed down the out to me, and it kind of just paid off.
Well, I would say it's paid off. You guys looked incredible tonight. Congratulations. Anyway, by reminder, I think all these players are younger than me. So this makes me feel you guys are younger than me, and you're already more successful than I ever will be. Congratulations. I'm joking. Congratulations though on your win. You guys played amazing tonight. A first sweep over Pandemonium Bloodbenders. Boy, you guys looked amazing. And I know for a fact we'll be seeing you guys a good couple times more during the rest of the season. For now though, take care. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you so much for joining, Perry, Jared, and Zavi. Thank you so much for having me stream this match. It was absolutely worth it. Have a great night, and hopefully your season will continue as it has tonight. Successful. Have a great evening.
You too.
Good night.
Perry, Jared, and Zavi. Reminder, all of them are younger than me, I believe. So, and they're so good at this game. It's crazy how good some of these younger players are. But getting to them, congratulations. A field sweep over Pandemonium. What a quick night this was. This was not what I expected. I'll be very clear and honest with that one. But they got it done. They showed up doing so. Again, I have to say, I am mighty impressed how they played this evening. For now, take care, be well, have a great rest of your evening. The Ascent Tournament Series stream will be back next week. Thank you so much for joining us for week number 4 of the House Wyffindor Pinnacle Cup. Have a great evening, and sleep well.